Did you ever see the movie The Money Pit? It's a comedy about a couple that buy a house they hope to turn into their dream home, but it's ultimately destroyed by crooked contractors. It's fiction, but the storyline's all too real to people who hire remodelers who they say talk the talk, but don't walk the walk.
I have pissed off people. They're pissed off. I don't blame them for being pissed off. I'm pissed off too.
Contractor Rich Brady may have a way with words.
There are projects that are not finished that I'm required to do two things: return their money or finish their project.
When you open it up, you can really only open it partially, and then it butts up against another door.
Sean Morgan owns a home in one of Atlanta's stylish in-town neighborhoods. The real estate agent was shopping around for a contractor for his carriage house when he happened upon Bradees Kitchen and Bath. Sean has regretted it ever since.
At the end of the day, the cabinetry is not even usable. It's different heights. We can't even manipulate it to try to make those few pieces work. We have to start all over.
Sean isn't alone in all of this. Our investigation team found 12 of Brady's customers who are all unhappy with his services. As far as they're concerned, he's guilty of taking their money. So far, the money Brady owes for unfinished work totals more than tens of thousands of dollars.
We're financially okay, but there's a lot of people that I've talked to through this process where he's ripped out their kitchens and left them with nothing.
Take Becky Blaylock, who was left with this and this in the middle of her unusable kitchen until she paid someone else to fix it 3 months later.
I lost $25,000. This is the kind of person who doesn't need to be in business because he's just ripping other people off.
Another customer paid Rich Brady in full for cabinetry and countertops. The project got started but was never completed. When pressed for answers, Brady responded to the customer with this bald truth text.
Trusting me went out the door months ago. So let's be honest.
Generally, the rule of holes is that you stop digging a hole in order to get out of a hole. And it seems as though you might have continued to take money from prospective clients while you still had unfinished jobs.
My answer would be this: every organization generates revenue, and how that revenue is earmarked on their daily operations is how their expenditures go. So we're all digging holes simultaneously as we're filling the others.
Many customers talked about taking Brady to court. In fact, there's a long list of lawsuits against him, dating back to 2018. Sean has filed a complaint with the Better Business Bureau. So now you can look Rich up. His grade is an F.
I want to end the stealing from Paul to pay Peter actions that Mr. Brady is taking. So as much as I'd love to have my cabinetry, I don't want to see other consumers get harmed in this way.
Let's face it, bad contractor stories are a dime a dozen. But what makes Rich Brady, shall we say, unique is his misguided belief that he can convince whomever he's speaking with that his approach to business is and has always been above board, and that mitigating circumstances, not his code of conduct, are to blame.
The ship that I'm steering right now, I'm in the middle of the ocean right now, and I'm getting pounded with waves, but I can see the lighthouse. And I'm going to do everything I can to bring the ship in to port.
I heard that and heard that and heard that for months. And finally, you just get to the point where you realize this person is not an ethical person and doesn't tell the truth.
The truth of the matter is, only a few of the customers we spoke with have received partial refunds, but the majority can't even track Rich down. The only thing that may end up ringing true in this epic tale is that this captain is more than likely going down with his ship.